guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have a special guest with us, and he can say his name, what he does, and obviously his band name.
Hi, I'm Sean Nolan. I sing and play the guitar and do a lot of the songwriting for the band.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
So the first question, Sean, always like asking this: how did you start out the band, and how did you get your members? I know, like you obviously have members that play with you, but was it primarily, I guess, like a solo project, and then you wanted to have people on, or maybe you can give a little
Yeah.
backstory on that?
So my friend Chris, who plays lead guitar with us right now, he and I played in a band in college that had a pretty messy breakup. And then we both moved to Brooklyn, and I started playing acoustic. Both bands started with me playing acoustic guitar and singing songs by myself. And then I kind of got him back into it, and then added some of my other friends, and that's kind of it, I guess.
And how did you get all of your friends like in on it? Were these
Yeah,
people that you had met through like the music scene, or how did you I guess how did you acquire them and add to your musical talent of
gotcha. Um, well, when I moved here, I wasn't really focused on music at all at first.
Okay.
So a lot of the friends I made, I worked at a wine bar. They just thought I wrote fiction or things, but the reality is I was playing music since I've been 12 years old. Um, but my friend Matt, who plays bass, I worked with him. We both bartended together at a wine bar in Brooklyn. And he started by playing the harmonica, just filling in on songs.
Okay.
And then I was like, "Hey, you wanna play the bass?" And he was like, "Sure." So then he played the bass. Um, we got one of our old drummers to play on the first record, and right now we're on our third drummer.
Oof.
We're soon gonna need a fourth
Oh,
drummer pretty
oh
soon.
man.
Um, and my brother plays synthesizers and keyboards and stuff, which is pretty cool because he and I never really did any musical things together until this past year. So yeah, it's like my friend Chris I've known forever. My friend Matt I've known for like 10 years now. My brother I've known
For a long
forever,
time.
um, for a long time. And then Kenny, who plays the drums, he's been in the band for like 2 years, and he's gonna be moving to LA. That
Ah,
son of a bitch.
yes. Back to the
Um,
warmer weather.
yeah, I guess so.
But that's really cool. I always like, especially for people who kind of like front their own band and get members. It's always interesting for me to like understand how, like, especially kind of more of on the lines of a solo like thing with where you have friends come in and do music with you. It's always
Yeah,
curious for me to understand like how that happens. Like I always think it's very cool. And do they have like creative input on it, or is it mostly like this is the Sean show? I don't want to make you seem like you're an
yeah.
asshole or anything, but like
No, no, no. My friend Chris is the most. He each record that we do, he writes like one or two songs on it
okay,
and sings lead vocals. He write every song I write, I bring to him, and he writes guitar lead lines, and he helps come up with the bass lines. So he's kind of my co-writer
yeah,
with the whole thing. My brother with the synth is starting to take on uh, some of that role also with synth and coming up with melodic lines. So everybody's kind of influential. Chris, I would say for sure is like he and I kind of back and forth with stuff. So
he's your right hand man. I like that. And
yeah,
that's really cool because I also feel like sometimes, in certain situations that could be like you're like, oh, I have you as like a live band, like this is my thing. Again, that
right,
sounds super narcissistic, but I mean sometimes that
right.
happens to be the case. But getting into some more fun stuff, Sean, what are some favorite venues you guys like to play at or catch a show at in your free time?
It's funny because I mean our favorite venue to play right now is the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn.
Nice.
It's just a great stage. It's a great room. The people that work there are really nice. It's funny. A lot of the venues that we played have closed,
Ooh.
uh, which is interesting. And we've been playing Brooklyn for about 5 years now,
Okay.
and so like, especially like Williamsburg, Bushwick, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn is like a lot of stuff closes and comes back. There was a
Yeah.
place called the Grand Victory that was really cool. Trash Bar was really cool. Again, all gone. There's a place called Black Bear Bar that was pretty cool that we played. Um, right now, aside from Knitting Factory, I'd say Gold Sounds is a great venue. I really like that one a lot.
I would happen to agree. I did venture up to Brooklyn since I live in New Jersey,
Yeah,
and I went to go see a show there, and I really liked Gold Sounds. But I know
yeah,
there's
it's
a lot
cool.
more venues in Brooklyn and just New York in general that I'll have to
Yeah,
eventually make my way to.
yeah. There's a lot. They all come and go all the time. So,
There we
but,
go. Next question,
yeah.
Sean. To follow up the venues, what was the last show that you attended that you didn't play?
I saw Me Without You and Thrice on
Ooh,
the Visu, I think it was 20 or 25th anniversary tour. So that was very cool. I couldn't get anybody to come with me because tickets were like $80 or something. But went by myself, and it was amazing the number of people that knew every word to that Thrice album.
yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't expect that. I mean, I've always liked Thrice. Me Without You is probably one of my all-time favorite bands. But a super cool show is at Brooklyn Steel,
Oh,
which is
nice.
also a very cool venue. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I unfortunately missed out on it. I like yourself. I feel like I got into Thrice a little bit later on, in my
Yeah,
life. But I saw them with Circus Survive on their not the
cool.
most recent one, but they were just phenomenal. So next time
Yeah.
I'll have to get around to see them. But next question, Sean. One of the more important ones. Who you guys influenced by? Obviously, you do a primarily most of the writing. So like, who do you draw from, and who got you started into music?
Honestly, it's Tom Petty. It was
Oh, okay.
such a big influence for me. Me and my friend Chris, like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty has Mike Campbell, and we always make jokes that like Chris is sort of my Mike Campbell. Like we send stuff back and forth, and he's like always kills it on the lead guitar solos and stuff. And he and I always geek out on guitars and things. But Tom Petty, as far as songwriting goes, it's like I got to see him 3 or 4 times, and it was like the uh, the encore of most shows is like the best 3 songs or something.
Yeah.
But with Tom Petty, it was like 3 hours of hit songs, and you're just like, how the hell did this guy write so many amazing things? And he also got to perform with all of the people he idolized and became a peer with all of them. So it's just a super talented songwriter and just really simple, straightforward stuff that I think has affected so many different genres and styles. Just super cool.
Awesome, awesome. I also feel like, because I took a listen to the music video that Val had sent over to me, shouts to Val. I thought for me, one of the bigger bands that I don't know if you guys are influenced by them at all, but I thought I've immediately thought of like Motion City Soundtrack. That was like the first
Yeah,
band that I thought.
yeah, I've heard that.
I
Yeah,
know a lot of people probably give that comparison, and whether or not, I don't know if
yeah,
you like that comparison or not.
yeah.
But
No, they're cool. I never got into them too much. I heard them a little bit, but I've gotten that comparison before. But it's cool. Yeah, they're good too. Yeah,
that's how I felt, but I definitely didn't like. I definitely could hear the Tom Petty influence now that you mention it, and I always love
yeah,
asking that sort of question because usually I'll try to do my homework and like listen to the track, and I'll be like, when I ask the influences, I'm like, is it kind of in that same ballpark? And I do feel like you definitely vibe out with the Tom Petty, and I can definitely hear that sort of influence in your guys' writing for sure.
yeah. And sometimes that's probably I don't know. Sometimes we play clean guitars and stuff, so the sound kind of moves around a little bit. But yeah, I've heard Motion City Soundtrack before too, which is cool. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Next question, Sean. Keeping it more current, who have you been jamming on Spotify? What have you been listening to lately?
So I am a avid vinyl record collector,
Ah, yes.
and that being said, I scour every corner of the place most of the time. Anytime I see a section where I'm unfamiliar with that genre or that
Hmm.
style, it's like a goal in the back of my mind to figure it out. Um, Lately, I've been as of this past year, I've gotten way into new wave
Okay.
music, like New Order, obviously Joy Division. Um, Now, of course, I'm going to blank on all these. I've been buying these records for the past year. But as of the last couple days, I've been like decided to get into more heavy metal stuff.
Okay.
So I was listening to like Mastodon and revisiting some old classics like Poison the Well and things.
Nice, nice.
And also there's like this country guy who's like Tyler Childers, or I don't know how you say his last name, but really cool, kind of like slightly alternative country, I guess, not like pop country. But I always want to find new stuff. And I'm way into like The Cure, especially New Order right now. New Order is like my favorite band this year, which is crazy that I never heard of them because they have like 20 albums. They've been around since like the
Yeah.
early 80s. So, but
And I also
yeah,
think
mostly, yeah.
I also think they're going on tour, if I'm not mistaken.
I saw, I
Which is
saw,
also
I saw,
ironic.
yeah, it came, I got a notification or something. I was like, oh man, I gotta buy a ticket. And I looked at tickets. The cheapest ticket I could find is $300 for Madison Square
What?
Garden.
Oh my god.
Cheapest ticket. It's not until September, and it's $300. Might try to see them in Philly or something, because like lawn seats are 70. So
There you
something like
go.
that.
There
I
you
guess
go.
they haven't toured in like 20 years.
That's
so.
true. That's true. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like if you're a band that's been away for a little bit, and I feel like there's hype behind it if that's the case. But
Yeah, totally.
I can resonate with the vinyl pickups. I picked up two. It was my birthday this past weekend, so I went to a record
Happy
store.
birthday.
Thank you, thank you. I went to go pick up two. I picked up this Massachusetts band called Lions. They disappeared. I don't even know.
Cool.
Probably about 5 years ago, and then the newest 4 Year Strong record.
I heard that's really good.
It is very good.
I haven't heard it yet. But
I'm excited to hopefully have a review will be out by the time this video comes out.
Nice.
But
Cool.
what was your most recent vinyl pickups, if you don't mind me asking?
My most recent was I go to tons of record stores around here, but I also order things that I can't find.
Same.
And I just got Hopes Fall's newest record
Nice.
in the
Okay.
mail, and I was such a huge fan of them in college, and kind of stopped paying attention when they started changing drastically. I noticed that they put out this record like last year, and it's great. Like I love it. It was that, and then within 24 hours, I got Poison the Well's Opposite of December 20th anniversary reissue. So those two have been kind of I've been listening to some heavy stuff lately.
There you go.
So,
Those are
yeah.
two really fantastic picks. So I'm glad you
Yeah.
glad you scooped those up. But
Yeah.
the next question, Sean, a fun one. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Song to cover. Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm like when I originally started out listening to music, like my parents played a lot of classic rock, so I feel like a lot of people are familiar with that song, but I'd love to
Yeah,
hear
it's
your
a
guys'
cool song. Yeah.
your spin on
Yeah,
it.
you
for
never
sure.
know. Yeah.
There we go. And if you have any other suggestions for Sean, drop them in the comments below. He'll maybe go give him a check out. But the next question, Sean, another fun one as well. Favorite food to eat?
Favorite food to eat. Any kind of bowl of rice with food, protein, and vegetables, and chopsticks. That is my hands down. Like, give me a stir fry or any type of like. I always go to this place around the corner, and they do like fried catfish, like rice bowls and things with chili oil and everything. I could eat that every single day. That's my favorite.
There we go. There we go. Awesome. Next question, Sean. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest spot on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with, who would it be?
Jeff Lynne.
Ooh.
Jeff Lynne.
Nice.
If I could have like a dream like producer or something, Jeff Lynne, I would be like, make us sound like the Traveling Wilburys and teach us how to be like ELO. That's what I'd say.
There we go. That's awesome. That's a real throwback. I like that answer. Awesome.
Yeah.
Next question, Sean. If there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
Master. I would say, well, I play a little bit of the drums, but master, I don't know. The violin.
Ooh,
I think the
okay.
violin's cool. Yeah.
There we go. Well, maybe we'll see it on
Yeah.
the next Sean record. Who knows?
You never know.
There we go. Awesome. Next question. If you could compile a dream tour, who would be on the lineup?
Oh man.
Obviously, your
Dream
band's on it.
tour.
I want to mention
Do
that.
they have to all be alive?
Um,
I'll
Here,
go
how
the
about this?
realistic route.
We'll do one tour that is like people who have gone away, and then do one that's
All
like
right.
more current.
Okay. So dream tour doesn't really make any sense. It's more like
It's just
would
whatever
be
you think
like
of.
it'd be like the Smiths, um, obviously a Tom Petty Bob Dylan collaboration, and then
Ooh,
like and then like MXPX or something like that.
wow! All right, all right.
But none of that makes any sense. But for a realistic one, if I were to think hypothetically bands that are touring right now that I feel like it would be super cool to play with, I'd say Joyce Manor is a really cool
Ooh,
band.
okay.
Like a Joyce Manor is really cool. Tiger's Jaw,
Ooh, nice.
uh, the Menzingers. I think that's a bill, right? That's four bands, including me.
Including you, yeah.
Um, yeah. No, I think that would be pretty fun. That would be pretty cool in a realistic sort of a people who are alive.
There we go. Well, hopefully that will happen in
You never
2022 or
know.
2021. Who knows?
Yeah.
We could
Who
make it
knows?
happen. Maybe the internet
Yeah.
will help us out here.
That's what it's for, I
There we
guess.
go. Next question, Sean. In your opinion, who puts on a great live performance?
I would go back to Me Without You again. I think it's they have such a unique stage, their energy and just the sincerity and the way that they move and they play their instruments. It's moving every single time I see them. So Me Without You is probably the best live show I've seen.
There we go. Awesome. I saw them. I think they were opening up for, or no, they weren't opening up. I think they were the second to last, on Undero's farewell tour, and obviously they're back now.
Oh,
But
cool.
I had seen them
Yeah.
open for them, and they were obviously for the bill. I felt like they were maybe a little bit an odd choice,
It's a little
but
weird. Yeah.
they really killed it. So I was glad to
That's
have seen
cool.
them, and I hope to see them again sometime soon. But the next
Yeah.
the next question, Sean, another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
All right. Um, Favorite TV show has changed over the years, and I only watch one show at a time. Uh, Everyone's always like, "Oh, you should watch the blah blah blah," whatever. I'm like, "Ah, yeah, I don't know if I will." But right now, I'd say my favorite show is Cheers.
Ooh,
Favorite TV
okay.
show of all time.
Nice. All right.
Um, and then favorite movie of all time. I used to have like cool responses like The Neverending Story or Mary Poppins or Ninja Turtles or something. But a few years ago, I saw um, what is it called? See, this is bad because it's my favorite movie. Now I'm blanking on what it's called. Um, The World's End with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost,
Oh, nice. Okay.
the Edgar Wright movie. And the reason it's my favorite movie is because I paid to see it in theaters 9 times. I didn't even realize it was my favorite until afterwards. Everybody's like, "So what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to the movies." Like, "Oh, what are you gonna see?" Gonna go see the World's End again. I ended up knowing most of the lines of it and sitting in the front row by myself, eating a large popcorn and just like, I love that movie. And so that is my favorite movie.
That is nuts. 9 times. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I might as well just like set a bunch of money on fire or something. But
Hey, it was worth it. Obviously, you know what your favorite movie is now.
that's true.
The next question, Sean. If you're trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one record you could bring with you, what would it be?
One record, Desert Island for a month. I'd have to say Tom Petty's Full Moon Fever is
Ooh, okay.
arguably my favorite record. I think it's a really dynamic record. Every song is catchy and it's got a lot of highs and lows. So
There we go. Do you have it on vinyl if you don't mind me asking?
I do,
Oh,
I
there you
do.
go. That's
Yeah,
you gotta get one of those classic ones, I feel like, you know.
that's true.
All right, and then the last thing, Sean, the most important thing, tell them about your band, where they can find you on social media, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
All right, Instagram, Facebook, it's Sean Nolan and the Heartmakers. Website is SeanNolan.net. On April, I think it's April 15th, we have a record release show at the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn with some cool bands. Everything's on Spotify right now, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, everywhere else. So it's Sean Nolan The Heartmakers. The record that's coming out is called The Machineries of Joy.
There we go. Well, go check out Sean's stuff. I want to give a shout out to Val. We've been working together for a long time, and I wanted to give her a good shout. But go check out Sean's stuff. All the links in the description where you can find out about their band, their music. If you live in Brooklyn or New York area, you should go out and go see them at their release show. I will definitely have to try to see if I can make my way up to Brooklyn to go see it. And if you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. Make sure to go tweet at Tiger Jaw, Joyce Manor, and I know I'm thinking about somebody else. And I can't remember it, but you should go back in time and go check it out, and then go tweet at the people on the internet to make it happen. So, thank you, of course, to Sean for coming on and chatting with me.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks so much.